Marshfield spun that one nicely. 4-6-3 is the double play, and West Plains is out in the first. In the inning, no runs, a walk, nobody left after one. No score. Back at 90 on the Fox.
Do you need help living independently? Look no further than Ozark Independent Living in West Plains. Ozark Independent Living provides help with consumer-directed services, where you choose the services you need and the people to help. You are the boss with Ozark Independent Living at 109 8th Avenue in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Wind Supply of West Plains is your store. Wind Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at windsupplyofwestplains.com. Wind Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
Shrimp Runner Seafood in West Plains, right across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or just stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp, shipped in every week. And to make things even better, you've got to check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. They're serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. And wow, it is spectacular. And it's all right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner's Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check them out.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
And we come back for the second inning, and it's the top of the second. Carter James will lead off for the Marshfield Blue Jays. Easton Curley is the on-deck hitter, the second baseman, and he'll be followed by Jace Badkeep. Pitch off the plate, ball one. There's a ball fouled off the side screen. And the speaker fell over. Blown over. Oh, really? That's not good. A sprinkle here and there. Ground ball towards second base. Ethan Miller has it. Throw to first in time. One out. Ethan went to his left to make that play. One away, and that'll bring up Easton Curley. Curley hits from the right side. Ryan Montgomery pitches. Ground ball up the middle, right to Ryan Montgomery. He'll underhand it to Keenan. 2 out. West Plains 11-12, but we have come really close to beating some highly ranked state teams. And for example, Rogersville, we kind of had them at the end. They're number 1 in Class 4, but they wormed their way off the hook. Fastball strike call inside corner. Jace Badke, the batter. Left-hand hitter all spread out at the plate. Pitches low, 1-1. Next one. A little inside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Chase Pat wears that Barry Bonds arm guard on his right arm, swinging a foul back, and he took a wicked swing at that. It's a little curveball here. He might corkscrew himself right into the turf if he takes a cut like that again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, center field, base hit. Chase Badke picks up the second hit for Marshfield today. Braden Jensen will be the designated hitter. And he'll bat right-handed. So after a couple of ground outs, a base hit, and now the pitch. Strike call, letter high outside. The ball's in a strike. A look at the runner at first base. Swing and a miss. He dropped down from the side a little bit there, changed speeds, took something off. And that was problematic for Braden Jensen, who swung right through it. Back on again. Ryan checks that runner, who's leaning a little bit, not going. Pitch high for a ball. Wind actually helping the pitcher today a little bit. Here's the pitch. Curveball floated high and away. West Plains trying to get out of this inning with a scoreless tie. Next pitch from Ryan. Curveball foul back to the backstop. Landon Montgomery has done a whale of a job pitching this season for West Plains. And Ryan gets the call today and is doing a good job. Time is called.
Well, I will.
Ready to go once again. Braden Jensen, 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first base. And not going. Bounces in for a ball, full count. Third base coach tells his runner at first, it's 3-2, so he's going to take off on the pitch, but wait for the pitch. Don't get picked off. Throw to first, runner back. Brian Montgomery gets a sign from Sawyer Reed, ready to go on a 3-2 pitch. The runner is going. Strike call at the knees on the outside corner. It was picked by the catcher. Throw to first base just in case for the out, and that's going to be it for Marshfield in the second inning. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the second, no score. West Plains and Marshfield back in 90 on the Fox.
Ready to truly unwind? Hi, this is Anna, introducing the Ashley 5Z Recliner, the pinnacle of premium relaxation. Sink into top grain leather that feels like pure luxury. With one-touch power reclining, easy view, adjustable headrest, and zero gravity comfort at your command. This is relaxation redefined. All new at Hawkins Home and Lawn in West Plains or in Mountain Grove.
Hawkins Home and Lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need? Such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair. You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 1098 Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Can I tell you about something cool that happened at Missouri State University West Plains? A few years ago, we had a guy come through the welding program. He was in his 50s, first-generation college student, had never had a professional job. And I asked him, why'd you join the welding program? And he looked right at me and he said, man, I'm tired of being poor. He got certified, he got a job, and for him, this was his pathway to a better life. And I love that. I'm Trevor Cressman, Director of Workforce Development and Community Education at Missouri State West Plains, and this is how we're here for you.
It's West Plains Zizzer Baseball.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
It's the second inning, and a pop fly hit into left field. He'll come in and under, and he has it for the out. Boy, Landon Montgomery hit that ball 10 miles high, but right to the left fielder for the Marshfield Blue Jays, Keegan Reynolds. So Montgomery flies down on the first pitch of inning number 2 for West Plains. 1 out. Now Ryan Montgomery hits. Fouls it back, strike 1. So 2 pitches, 2 swings. Hitters coming up there looking for that first pitch. Off the windup, the next one. Hit in the air, again, to left field. Again, Reynolds in, comes hard, and has it for the out shortstop. Just nearly got in the way there. Left fielder had come in a lot, and there was an indication of how the wind's blowing, because it's blowing it back toward home plate a little bit. And there's 2 out. So out of 5 outs, the left fielder has 3 put outs for Marshfield. Josiah Long hits for 2 outs. The right call. Neither team has crossed home plate yet. Neither is really threatened yet. Outside into the backstop for a ball. Carson Adams is the pitcher for Marshfield. He pitches, swing and a miss. And that was a good hard fastball down. He kind of came 3/4 with that one too. Sank a little bit. If Josiah could get on base, Dominic Hale would have a chance here in this inning. Foul back out of play. Into the dry creek bed. You wouldn't think so. Carson Adams again with 2 out in the inning. That one stayed just a little bit up. Good eye by Josiah to lay off that. And now, the next pitch. Swing and a miss. It struck him out on a high, hard one. 1-2-3, down go West Plains after 2. No score from Zizzer Ballpark, back at 90 on the Fox.
Today's hit music.
96.9 The Fox.
KUPH, Mountain View.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Lite plan for only $49.99 a month. The $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a 1-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
If you have 10 minutes and online access, you're ready to open a new checking or savings account with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Already a customer? Just log into digital banking and click Add an Account, making the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
White, Marshfield in the blue, and no score, top of 3. No runs, 2 hits for Marshfield. No runs, no hits for West Plains. In the third, the pitch. Hideaway ball 1. Brian Montgomery, after a long look, pitches again. Popped up. And that one is going to be behind us somewhere. And out of play. Count even at 1. And the next one. Swing and a miss. Threw it past him. So Keegan Reynolds, the left fielder, leading off. Is behind on the count. And the next pitch bounces in there, and it's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another off speed, hit well to left, really well to left field. That goes to a side at the fence in the corner. The ball bounces to his right, rolls on the track, and it'll be a double for Marshfield here. Lead off the. So a leadoff double for Keegan Reynolds. When he first hit that, I thought it was going to go over the fence. But he hit it fairly high, and the wind really held it up. So that'll bring up top of the order now. Let's see what Marshfield does, and if this hitter, Chandler Barb, can hit the ball to the right side of the field and get the runner over. Infield comes in, charging. Here's a really good bunt down third base line. Montgomery bobbles, no play. And see, that's what, just putting the ball in play is worth so much. Put it in play, make the defense handle the ball, make them make a play. And we'll get time called. It's now going to be first and third on the sacrifice attempt, but it was a error on Ryan because he couldn't field the baseball. He had plenty of time to get the runner. So James Sharp will call time, come out and talk to his entire infield. And with nobody out, and first and third, you got to worry about just getting some outs because a situation like this can expand quickly and turn into a big inning. So the name of the game right here is to get an out. Case Steinbach singled his first time up. Left-hand hitter in the box with runners at first and third. Brian Montgomery waits, and time is called. Back on and gets the signal. Chandler Barb leads at first to pitch. Off speed in there for a strike. So Ryan gets ahead on the count. Let's see if that helps things out a little bit. Runner at first base not going. Swinging a miss. He threw it by him, 0-2. Sometimes a strikeout is precisely what you need in a situation, and boy, this is one right here. First and third with nobody out. Curveball, check swing, and he struck him out. Case Steinbach goes down on strike. Half swing went around. I'll bring up the pitcher, Carson Adams. Left-hand hitter. They've got some left-hand hitters in this lineup. And now pitcher and catcher will meet again. I don't think you're going to have to worry about this guy bunting the ball. And now here comes James Sharp. We're getting paid by the hour here. Boys, we're in the third inning. I should have gone to break here. Didn't realize we were in such an involved predicament. We're going to get a new pitcher. That's the case. New pitcher coming in for West Plains. That means a 90-second break for the warm-up. We come back in 90 seconds on the Fox 96.9.
Across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with State Farm. That's because they're using the Drive Safe and Save app from State Farm and getting 10% just by signing up. Plus, up to an additional 30% down the road for safe driving. How about you? Are you ready to drive safe and save? Call me, Justin Shelby, State Farm, in West Plains and in Houston to learn more today.
Local people helping local people. That's what Ozark Independent Living is all about. Ozark Independent Living helps the disabled, the elderly, Medicaid recipients, and disabled veterans remain in their homes independently. Do you know someone who needs help? Contact Ozark Independent Living today in West Plains, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
It's West Plains Zizzer Baseball.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
Actual pitch. We're in the third inning. West Plains made a pitching change. Zeke Cunningham will be the pitcher. And he'll take Ryan Montgomery's place. Ryan pitched 2 1/3 innings. No runs. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. He struck out 3. And now, Zeke on the mound, the pitch. Ball hammered back in front of the track. Ball caught. Runner at third will tag, and he'll score easily. And Marshfield takes a 1-0 lead. Carson Adams drives in the first run of the ball game with a sacrifice fly. And there's 2 out. Now Hunter Fryman, the batter, he grounded out to second base his first time. The runner at first had tagged up and go to second base on the play, so he's at second with 2 out. Fryman waits. Keith's pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Lee Cunningham does not throw hard at all. Pitches right in there for a strike. The runner had a running lead at second base, and he takes third. So now Hunter Fryman looking for a hit. Something, put the ball in play, try to get the second run in for Marshfield. They lead 1-0. Pitch over the outside corner for a strike. So let's see if Zeke Cunningham can get out of the third inning. 1 run would be a great result for West Plains. Here comes the next pitch. Ephes stayed high. And that runs the count, I think, 2-2. See if he throws him another Ephes pitch here. One of those big humpback pitches. Ball hit in the air to center field. Back near the fence, and the ball is retired by Dominic Hale for the out. And that's it for Marshfield. Well, it looked like it was going to be perhaps a minor disaster of some sort, but as it turns out, Zeke Cunningham comes in, gets the 2 outs they needed, and 1 run scores on the sac fly. And after 2.5, Marshfield leading West Plains, who comes up trailing 1-0, and we're back in 90 on the Fox.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Friendly and familiar faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the doors at Don's Auto Service in West Plains. After 45 years of serving the Ozarks, Don's Auto Service ensures their expert staff provides you with the best, most qualified information for your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered.
BHA, Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Spring weather is unpredictable. Butler Heating and Air in West Plains is ready to help you get your air conditioning system up to speed for the warm weather ahead. If you need a new system, let the pros at Butler Heating and Air assess what systems will work best for you. Butler Heating and Air is an authorized trained dealer with a variety of energy-efficient systems. It's hard to stop a trade.
Save on America's #1 selling tractor, Kubota, at family-owned Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment. All tractors are on sale, like the Kubota L-Series tractors, offering durability and ease of operation. Get Kubota L-Series tractors with 0 down, 0 APR for 60 months at Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment in Mountain Grove and West Plains. Now through 6/30/26. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
Jim Lambert takes care of the live stream video, available on all our platforms. You can check that all out. Where all can you see all this? Let me turn you down just a little bit.
I just want to put the headphones on so we get double pay.
Oh, okay. Here's a bunt down the third base line. Dominic Hale on the run. Throws first base in time for the out. What a good play at third by Jace Badke. He was not playing in, and Dominic Hale can flat fly down the line. Badke made a really good play for the out. So Carson Adams has faced the minimum through the first 2 1/3. And that will bring up Camden Ernst. He is the designated hitter. It's not been 7 up, 7 down clean. We had a walk. Camden Bryant walked in the second, raced on a double play. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner.
We are streaming up on our Ozark Radio News Facebook channel.
Yeah.
We do Those Four Sports as well as our Ozark Radio News YouTube channel, KDY Facebook channel. Our standard places, pretty much.
We're in a lot of places. Pitch low, 1-1.
And with this game, we're running 3 cameras. So,
next pitch, ball hammered to right field, down for a base hit. So a 1-out hit. Camden Ernst, the DH, lives up to his name and hits. And he is on first base. I'll bring up Sawyer Reed. Sawyer Reed from the right side of the plate. West Plains has their first hit of the game. And trail 1-0. Takes a strike. Strike 1. Goes back to the top of the order after Sawyer Reed does something here. Dominic Hale bunted. Was thrown out on a really good play by Badke at third. Then a base hit. And a swing and a miss. And that time, throw down the first runner back. That time, Adams. That's one of the first times today we've really seen him reach back and get a little bit extra on that fastball. That one had a little bit something extra on it. Sawyer Reed wants to make some contact here. Runner at first base, Camden Ernst. Pitch, good fastball again. Where's that pitch been the last 2 innings? He's busting out the big number 1 here in the third. Sawyer Reed goes down, and there's 2 out. Ethan Miller comes up. Pitch high outside for a ball. Is it just me, or is his velocity really gone
It's
up?
kicking up, yeah. It's like that storm yesterday coming towards West Plains. It's kicking up a notch on the way in.
Gotcha. Ethan Miller hit the ball hard, but out to left field his first time up. Pitch up high for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Carson Adams pitches. Nope. Borderline pitch goes the hitter's way. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes. Camden Bryant to bat next pitch right down the middle of the plate for a strike.
See a swing on this one? Pardon me, a swing on this one?
Well, I would. I don't know if you're supposed to. We had a bit of a connection problem. I can't even. I'm on my phone. Yeah, that probably works a lot better. Saying that was a hard hit, base hit into left field by Ethan Miller, so he's on base along with Caden Ernst, first and second. Bottom of the third. Camden Bryant takes low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
He's not liking that ball. He's been going lower and lower, it seems like.
Camden Bryant's first time up. He got on base on a walk, then was erased on a double play. Chance for the Zizzers. Camden takes a strike. Back in again. He really crowds the plate. He's right up on the inside of the batter's box. Pitch. Ball gets away. Runners will move up. Yeah. So it's second and third. Keenan Holloway is the on-deck batter for West Plains, but right now it's in the hands of Camden Bryant. 1-0 Marshfield, bottom of the third inning. There's 2 out, and the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Had a good swing at it. Climbed the ladder a little bit. So, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if he comes back with that pumped-up heater here. He pitches. Fastball fouled back, and Camden just barely got a piece of that. Carson Adams has been throwing, well, the first couple of innings, been throwing fastballs, but not with the velocity that he's shown here. Bounces in the dirt. Good play by the catcher to block that ball. That was one of those famous 55-footers that hit right in front of home plate, but far enough that the catcher on this turf didn't have all that difficult a play to make. A hit could give West Plains the lead here. Pitch to Camden. Little chopper towards second base, hit slowly to first in time by a step, and that's it for West Plains in the third inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left after 3. It is 1-0 Marshfield. Back in 90 on the Fox.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt. Uptime all the time.
Planning a private party? Par 4 and More Restaurant and Family Fun Center, a country club for all, is the place. Reserve a private room with a private server. Get 4 pizzas and drinks for one low price. Play indoor golf and get an armband for the arcade. Check their brand new salad bar out. That's full of goodies. Par 4 and More Restaurant and Family Center, 2 miles past Walmart on the left in West Plains.
Need to know weather now on today's hit music 96.9 The Fox.
Double H in the Weather Center updating the forecast. Our weather is going to be taking a turn upward temperature-wise by the time we get to the back end of the weekend. But until then, a little cooler. And forecast low tonight, 40. Tomorrow's high, 66. And Friday at 64. More of the same Saturday with sunshine and 65. But then up to 73 on Sunday.
It's West Plains Zizzer Baseball.
On today's hit music 96.9 The Fox.
4th inning already. The team has scooted on by. We hit the halfway point here with West Plains trailing Marshfield 1-0. Carter James will be the leadoff hitter. He grounded out to second base his first time up. Zeke Cunningham came in, did a good job in relief. Retired 2 hitters in the third, kept it 1-0. Here's a curveball, and it's high for a ball.
That's the number.
Only run of the game driven in by Carson Adams on a sacrifice fly back in the third. We're at the top of the fourth, and the pitch bounces in there for a ball. 2-0. This needs to be in the strike zone, and the hitter knows it. Carter James makes a high 3-0. Hitter usually will take on 3-0, leading off. And he did, and I bet he's kicking himself inside. That one floated in there about letter high. And he let it go. Now 3-1. He'll be swinging from the heels. Nope. High for a ball.
Number 4, Easton Curley.
So leadoff hitter is on base for the second inning in a row for Marshfield. And that leadoff hitter that reached first base in the third scored the only run. Easton Curley, the batter. He hit the ball back to the mound his first time up. 3-step lead at first. Going. Ball bunted down the first base line. Rolls. And Keenan should just let that ball go. He picks it up coming down the first base line, and the runner runs right past him. Had he let that ball roll, there's no guarantee it would have gone foul, but he had no chance otherwise. So it's an infield hit on the bunt. And now Bakey comes up, the third baseman. Things start clouding up. Jim Lambert shows me a little spot of rain on the radar. I assume it's heading this way. Here's a bunt to the pitcher's mound. Fielded. Zeke throws wide and safe. So that'll be an error on the pitcher on a bad throw. The bases are juiced up now. That may be the signal for a pitching change here, and Dom Hale is a candidate to be that next, but it's not going to be him. We'll find out who after we take the break. With the score, West Plains makes pitching change, and they trail this game still 1-0, but the bases are loaded and nobody out for Marshfield in the fourth. We come back in 90 seconds on the Fox.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business or celebrating your retirement. We're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
March means mud, ruts, and long days. A Bailey Chevrolet GMC truck is built for real work, power when you need it, and traction where you need it most. Where will your Bailey Chevy take you this spring? Together, let's drive a Bailey Chevrolet.
I'm John Bailey. When the road gets rough, drive a Bailey.
Bailey Chevy GMC, home of the Bailey factor.
Tired of ordinary recliners? Meet the revolutionary Ashley Dreamliner, ultimate luxury relaxation. Hi, this is Anna. Glide into comfort with 3 speeds of power, smooth away stress with 3 levels of heat, and 3 powerful massage features. Immerse yourself in movie magic with built-in thunder seating, sound technology, and feel every beat. Your dream recliner is here at Hawkins Home and Lawn in West Plains or in Mountain Grove.
Hawkins Home and Lawn, best brands, best service since 67.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
And he comes into a hornet's nest. He walks out to the mound and can find a Blue Jay on every base. Tate is a right-hand pitcher, and Braden Jensen is the batter. So now what does West Plains do here? If you're playing on the infield, what you going to do with the ball? If it's up the middle, it could be a double play. Ever ball foul back, strike 1. You could try for the double play and give up the run. If it's hit to the corners, you might come home with the baseball and get the force out at home. If you're the pitcher, you got to know what you're going to do if they hit it back to you. Here's a pitch. Curveball down away. Runner breaks for home, and he's going to make it easily. And the other runners move up to second and third. Ball didn't get away that far, but a real decisive move by Carter James. He broke quickly and scored without a play, and it's 2-0. Braden Jensen. Now the infield will come in. Anything hit to an infielder, they'll try to look that runner back at third and get the runner at first. Tate Duggan's ready to go. Pitches down low for a ball. The right-hand pitcher and the right-hand batter, and Tate communicates with Sawyer Reed behind the plate. He's got the sign and ready to go. Number 23 back on again on 2-1. Ground ball to third. Fielded. They're going to come home with it, and that's a bad throw. Safe at home. There's no force out. The throw had to be where you could make a tag with second and third, and that makes it now first and third. Another run in, and it's 3-0. It wasn't a bad play by Camden to come home with the ball, but he hesitated when he had the ball. When he first got it, he hesitated slightly, then threw home, and there's no force out. So Sawyer was going to have to make the tag, and the throw was to the first base side of home plate. Next pitch is low for a ball to the left fielder, Keenan Reynolds. They'll throw down the second base runner back. Braden Jensen reached on the fielder's choice, so he's at second. There's a pitch down and in for a ball. Runner at third base is Jace Bedke. And technically, no runs batted in, credited to anybody so far for Marshfield in this inning. Pitch popped up way up there behind second base. Ethan Miller under has it for the out. There's a really big out. Keenan Reynolds pops up to second. I'm starting to feel a little coolness in the air. We're in the fourth inning. Wine in the pitch. We didn't have any rain forecast today, but I think this is more of one of those famous pop-up shower things that we're kind of looking at. Hopefully not. Tate Duggan pitches for West Plains. Third pitcher of the day, pitching the dirt for a ball. Count now 2 balls and no strikes. A big hitter in the game. Big difference between a 3-0 game and a 5-0 game. Tate Duggan's trying to get an out here. Wild pitch. Runner breaks at third. He's coming home hard. The throw home, not in time. So the third run scores for Marshfield in the inning. Again, nobody credited with a run batted in. And the runner now at third base is Braden Jensen. Four to nothing now. Marshfield with the lead in the top of the fourth inning here at Zizzer Ballpark. High inside for a ball. Ball 4.
Number 6, Casey Steinbach.
So Case Steinbach will come up. And he will be the 7th hitter to hit in the inning. And still, and here's another big problem, there's only one out. Runner at third base, runner at first base. One out for Marshfield, leading 4-0. Tate Duggan's trying to keep West Plains in the ball game here. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to the left-hand swinger. Gosh, those are New Balance shoes, aren't they? Fluorescent orange, gray, and white. Ripped and caught at second base by Ethan Miller. And that's just 2 out. Am I missing something here? Oh, I'm sorry. I guess so. So in the inning, I swear I thought that was just second out. I'll go with everybody else. In the inning, 3-run score. And in the bottom of the fourth, we go. West Plains down by 4. 4-0. Back and Nutty on the Fox.
Shrimp Runner Seafood in West Plains, right across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or just stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp, shipped in every week. And to make things even better, you've got to check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. They're serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. And wow, it is spectacular. And it's all right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check them out.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Wind Supply of West Plains is your store. Wind Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at windsupplyofwestplains.com. Wind Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. We switch lanes on the highway. Here's an easy way for you to switch. Switch and save with State Farm agent Justin Shelby. Start saving today. The Justin Shelby State Farm team is ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Justin Shelby State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
It's West Plains Zizzer Baseball.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
All the way up. Down the middle, strike 1 from Carson Adams. Next pitch comes home. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Keenan leads off the inning, hitting in the 3rd spot. That ball is hammered into center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Keenan rounds first, and he'll hold there with a long single into center. So West Plains picks up their 3rd base hit. The sun has disappeared. The wind has picked up. The temperature has dropped a little bit. And Landon Montgomery comes up. He flied out the center to left field his first time up. Low for a ball 1. Trailing by 4 runs. 4-0, and the chance of West Plains trying to steal a base here are 0. Pitch, outside and low for a ball. Safe lead at first, pitch, and that got him right upside the helmet. The fastball came up and in and got Landon on the left side. Now what? Now the infield umpire will come in and talk to the home plate umpire. I heard the sound and saw Landon's reaction, and I'll be honest, I did not see the ball hit the helmet, but boy, for all the world, it seemed like it did. Did it hit his bat and then the helmet? That's a good question. So it is going to be called a dead ball. And evidently, that's the only explanation that I could. Well, James Sharp's going to come over and ask, but
I don't know if I agree with that.
they're not going to change it now. The only thing it could possibly have been, and Jim said it could have hit his bat and then deflected and hit his helmet. So they call it a balk? They're clear as muddy water, aren't they? I mean, really.
I'm not sure I agree with it, but that's what they call it.
So they did call it balk. They sent Keenan Holloway to second base. So the last pitch, even though he got hit in the head, didn't count.
Got a base out of it.
True.
No. I don't know what they call it. They should probably.
So the pitcher back on. Adams pitches. High for a ball. Adams has not given up a run yet. There's a strike call. 3 balls, 1 strike. So West Plains, a little bit of momentum here. They got the leadoff guy on. He's down second, nobody out. Brian Montgomery ready to go next. Fastball crowded him inside, ball 4.
Batting number 10, Brian Montgomery.
So a walk by Carson Adams makes it first and second. And West Plains trailing by 4, need more runners. Ryan Montgomery comes up. He flied out to left field his first time up in the pitch. Runners break, and now they'll throw to third, dive into third, and you are out. No, he's called safe at third base. Ball beat him. I guess they missed the tag over there. I don't know what Keenan was doing. It was like he was braking for third, but he was only going half speed. Then he looked behind him to see what the other runner was doing, and he was staying at first. And now this is going to be the umpires meet again, and now they're going to have to determine whether that was a balk or not. Evidently not. That was a weird play. It didn't rival the weird play where 3 runners nearly scored on the same wild pitch. I don't know what, did Camden think it was? I don't know what he thought. Or Keenan, that is. Keenan's at third base. Right at first, Landon Montgomery pitch. Runner goes to first base, throw late. The tag is there, and he is out at second. And what are we doing trying to steal second base here? Down 4-0. Landon's thrown out at second. So now Ryan hits with a runner at third and one out. Popped up. So now 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Carson Adams is in a much better situation than he found himself in just a couple of minutes ago, especially if he gets a strikeout here. Grounded foul to the West Plains dugout. James Sharp decided not today. I may need this fingernail or two that could get torn off very easily. Kind of feel those bouncers off this turf. Bounces in for a ball. Runner stays at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The only runner on. Now we get time called. We can't get our signal straight here from the Marshfield dugout, and now we're ready to go. Next pitch, ball hit well into left field. Back near the track, and the ball is caught. And here comes the throw home. Keenan humping toward home plate, slides in for the run, and West Plains is on the board. Sacrifice fly by Ryan Montgomery. And it's 4-1. Josiah will come up. They're going to appeal at third base to say that he left too soon. And they're going to say he is safe. So the run does count. And Josiah, second trip to the plate today. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in the second. So we need some more hitting here. Need some more base runners, down by 3. They'll throw the ball that was in play out. There's another one in. Fastball is directly down the middle, strike 1. That was pretty cool. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So now Josiah Long in the hole, 0-2 with 2 out. 1 run in, 4-1 Marshfield. Drive on the inside part on the corner, and that's it for West Plains in the 4th. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. After 4, Marshfield 4, West Plains 1. Back in 90 on the Fox.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. Yes, we sell new cars and trucks, but we also have a huge selection of used cars and trucks. All of our pre-owned vehicles are inspected by our dedicated reconditioning team, so you can have confidence when purchasing. So if you need a used car, come to Taylor Grubauer in West Plains and still get great buys from nice guys.
Together, let's drive to Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains for great service and the best price.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
The chicks are in the brooder, in store. Hi, this is Bryce. Baby chicks are available now through May 28th with weekly deliveries, and we are still taking orders for the May 5th pickup date on larger quantities. Supplies are limited on a first-come, first-served basis. Stop in today for more information.
Hirsch Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Light plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a one-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
Picking up number 1,
Top of the 5th inning, Jim watches the rain on the radar, and Burlington Northern makes their presence known as we start the 5th inning. Pitcher Carson Evans at the plate takes high and away for a ball. He has done very well on the mound, giving up just 1 run. And with the bat today, he is 0 for 2. Here's a pitch to it. Left-hand hitter takes in there for a strike. West Plains going for the 12th win of the year, trying to even their season record. Ball hit in the air, hit well to left field. Josiah back over, under, and has it for the out to his right. So Tate Duggins, I'm sure, appreciates a quick out. Hunter Fryman comes up. Fryman is grounded out to second and flied out to center. Pitch high inside for a ball. Really like the way he approaches things up there. There's just not a lot of wasted movement. He's pretty much straight up, holds the bat up, and waits. The curveball is a strike on the outside corner. This kid's been taught pretty well, you can just tell. Here's the pitch. Line drive, second base, caught by Ethan Miller for the out to away.
Number 5,
So Hunter Fryman, the cleanup hitter, goes 0 for 3. Carter James comes up. James is grounded to second, walked and scored. Curveball in there for a strike. Tate Duggins came in the ball game with nobody out in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike, and he has pitched seemingly a little bit better with each hitter since he came in the game. They really crowd the right side of the plate with this hitter, Carter James. Time call. I mean, his toes are right against the inside of the batter's box. And there's a curveball that spins in and hits the hitter on the backside. So a hit batsman with 2 out. Easton Curley comes up.
Lincoln Perkins.
Perkins will pinch run at first base for the hitter Carter James. So Perkins at first, Easton Curley at bat. He is grounded to the mound and singled and scored. Go to first, runner back. Marshfield has scored 4 runs, but only 1 RBI has been credited in the game so far. There's a pitch. Hit in the air to the right, off to the right, out of play, down toward the batting cages, down the right field line. Easton Curley after a fly out, a line out, and a hit batter. Runner at first base. Pitch high. West Plains. It was a third out of the fifth inning here. Pitch. Ball hit in the air to right field. Back over to the right, and it is caught by Montgomery in right field, and that's it for Marshfield. They get no runs, one hit batter, one left, bottom of the fifth. 4-1 Marshfield. Back at 90 on the Fox.
Need CPAP or BiPAP supplies? Skip the wait at Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Reorder easily from home using our Patient Hub app or website portal and get your supplies shipped straight to your door. For a faster, hassle-free experience, call ahead at 800-874-8504 or order online today. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, 1703 West 8th Street in West Plains. Our community, our commitment, our care.
B&J Butler Heating and Air. Call 256-7984.
Spring weather is unpredictable. Butler Heating and Air in West Plains is ready to help you get your air conditioning system up to speed for the warm weather ahead. If you need a new system, let the pros at Butler Heating and Air assess what systems will work best for you. Butler Heating and Air is an authorized trained dealer with a variety of energy-efficient systems. It's hard to stop a trade.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Friendly and familiar faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the doors at Don's Auto Service in West Plains. After 45 years of serving the Ozarks, Don's Auto Service ensures their expert staff provides you with the best, most qualified information for your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered.
March means mud, ruts, and long days. A Bailey Chevrolet GMC truck is built for real work, power when you need it, and traction where you need it most. Where will your Bailey Chevy take you this spring? Together, let's drive a Bailey Chevrolet.
I'm John Bailey. When the road gets rough, drive a Bailey.
Bailey Chevy and GMC, home of the Bailey factor.
Next pitch, ball 4. So a gift to start the inning. The leadoff walk, and Dominic Hale will be at first base. So this should be Camden Ernst, who singled for one of the 3 hits for West Plains back in the third inning. Runner going. Ball blasted into left field in the corner. That's down for a base hit. Dominic Hale connects and now thrown into third base to the tag, and he is out at third base. Down by 3, West Plains pushed the issue and the play right in front of the left fielder. After the solid hit by Camden Ernst, Dom Hale tried to take it all the way to third, and he was gunned down at third base. And now that'll bring up top of the order. This will be Sawyer Reed at the bottom of the order. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, ball 1 high. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. It will be the top of the order coming up. And a throw to first, and the pitcher got his foot hung under the carpet on the mound. He went down to one knee. Man, you get hurt doing something like that. The head coach for Marshfield comes out. They're going to smooth that down and try to get that seam down. I looked up after he threw to first base and looked over, and the pitcher's on one knee, and his foot is underneath that slab of carpet that goes over the mound, at least a section of it. Well, that was unique. Meanwhile, back to the box. Sawyer Reed with the runner at first base, Camden Ernst. Pitch, right call, and now 1-2. Carson Adams trying to close to picking up the second out of the inning here. Runner leads at first base again. Adams works a little quicker and pitches. Swing and a miss, and he gave him the express. He didn't get the local that time. So strikeout. Adams today has struck out 5. And now Ethan Miller. Pitch to him. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike call. Next pitch. And that's a strike call in the inside corner as Ethan jackknifed out of the way. Marshfield has never trailed in this game. They led 1-0 after 3. 4-1 after 4, and they lead it here in the bottom of the 5th by that same score, 4-1. Lead at first base with 2 out. Just needs some contact here, get the ball in play. Check swing on a pitch low and away. This place is just pretty quiet. Curveball hit in the air to left field, but the left fielder comes in under. Reynolds has it for the out, and that's it for West Plains. They run themselves out of the inning here in the 5th. No runs. They do leave 1 after 5. It's 4-1 Marshfield. Back in 90 on the Fox.
Today's hit music. 96.9 The Fox. KUPH. Mountain View.
I thought college was out of reach. Too expensive, too risky, too much debt. Then I found Missouri State University West Plains. Lower tuition, real support, real chances. A real affordable possibility. Now I'm building a future without bearing my family in bills. Where do I want to be tomorrow? Confident, moving forward, and without a mountain of debt.
Missouri State West Plains. New beginnings, endless possibilities.
Do you need help living independently? Look no further than Ozark Independent Living in West Plains. Ozark Independent Living provides help with consumer-directed services, where you choose the services you need and the people to help. You are the boss with Ozark Independent Living at 109 8th Avenue in West Plains. 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Feller Construction is a family-owned and operated company serving the southern Missouri area. They provide various construction services from the smallest remodel to custom-built homes, all at a competitive price. Feller Construction of West Plains would be honored to be your builders for all your building needs. Contact Feller Construction at 417-257-7275 to schedule your project today.
It's West Plains Zizzer Baseball.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
Sixth inning, Marshfield comes up to hit, and it'll be the 7, 8, 9 batters. Jason Badke will lead off. He's been on base twice. Pitch comes to him. Tate Duggins throws for a strike on the inside corner. Off the stretch, the pitch. High for a ball, 1-1. Four to 1 score. Marshfield on top. The time is running short for West Plains. Down to 6 outs. Curveball outside for a ball. Back on again. Pate pitches to the leadoff hitter. Foul back to the left, out of play. Oh, to have the energy to jump off the bleachers and run after a foul ball.
I think you can get it back.
Next pitch. Ground ball hit. Foul outside of first base. First base coach made a very bold, brave play down there with 2 hands. Hey, Duggins off the wind-up with a 2-2 pitch now. Chopper foul. Again, first base coach makes the play. That one not nearly as difficult. Jensen and Reynolds will follow here in the inning for Marshfield. They've had a great year. They're 17-8. And I believe they won the district last year. Pitch up high for a ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch comes, curveball, and that ball is really hammered down the right side, but that's going to be well foul.
That went in the bus. And they went
Huh. Thought I was safe to park over there, but maybe not. Hail damage. Here's the next pitch. Foul back to the left, out of play. We'll play till we run out of balls, I guess. There's a new one coming in from the dugout.
High and fair.
The leadoff hitter getting his money's worth here, Jace Bedke. And ball 4 high. That's good at bat.
Number 17, Brayden Jensen.
So Brayden Jensen will come up. He's been on base once. He reached on a fielder's choice, and he has struck out. Marshfield here in the 6th, trying to add on to a 4-1 lead. Runner not going. Curveball foul outside third base. Ryan Montgomery was the starting pitcher today. He pitched 2 1/3 innings. Gave no runs, 4 hits, struck out 3. Zeke Cunningham relieved, pitched 2/3 of an inning. Ball popped up. Looked like it might be coming this way. No balls, 2 strikes. Short lead at first. The pitch, curveball popped up. And that's well out of play again. These hitters aren't able to time these pitches very well. They're way out in front. Right-hand batter back in again. Curve is in there for a strike 3 call by Tate Duggins. He picks up the strikeout.
Number 11, Keegan Reynolds.
Keegan Reynolds will come up. Reynolds has doubled, scored, and popped up to second. First pitch to him, way high and outside for a ball. Runner goes. Throw down to second base is too late. Pretty good jump by Beatty at first base. He stole the base fairly easily. Throw was way on the first base side of the second, so a stolen base puts him there with Reynolds at the plate. And the pitch, curveball, swing and a miss. These two teams will play again tomorrow at Marshfield. So it's a home and home schedule. Tate Duggins will step off. He was distracted out at second base. The base runner with not a big lead, but at shortstop, Landon Montgomery trying to hold him there, so he's going to give Landon a little bit of a chance maybe to move on the pitch. Here it comes. Curveball just a little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second with 1 out. Next pitch, high for a ball. West Plains infield, Camden Bryant at third, Landon Montgomery at short. Ethan Miller at second. Keenan Holloway over at first base. They play straight up with 1 out and the runner at second. Big hole through the left side of the infield. Here's a pitch. Curveball, foul back. So the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Keegan Reynolds with 1 of the 5 hits for Marshfield today. Here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate, right off his foot. There's nothing that'll wake you up quicker than to foul a ball right off the top of your foot. I mean, for about a split second, you think you're going to die. Shake it off. You're okay. Yeah, right. Pitch. Curveball outside, and that's a walk. So Tate Duggins with some trouble to deal with here. And we'll get another timeout because we're going to have another mound visit. We may get another pitching change here. And we will. So a pitching change takes place. And West Plains will go to their 4th pitcher of this game, trailing 4-1. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout here, Dylan, with the score 4-1, Marshfield. Back in 2 minutes on the Fox.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have been helping people around the farm for over 40 years. You can get the job done and get it done right with the Kubota L-Series line of tractors, like the L2501 all the way to the L4701. See the powerful Kubota L-Series tractors assembled here in the USA at Edgeler and Harper.
Hi, this is Charlene Smith. Remember, we are 2 names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
If you have 10 minutes and online access, you're ready to open a new checking or savings account with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Already a customer? Just log into digital banking and click Add an Account, making the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
Planning a private party? Par 4 and More Restaurant and Family Fun Center, a country club for all, is the place. Reserve a private room with a private server. Get 4 pizzas and drinks for one low price. Play indoor golf and get an armband for the arcade. Check their brand new salad bar out. That's full of goodies. Par 4 and More Restaurant and Family Center, 2 miles past Walmart on the left in West Plains.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
And a balk call. I think the infield umpire called the balk on Ian Cunningham. And now James Sharp will have to come out and say, what did he do? And this is what he did. That's not a balk. And the umpire is not going to change his mind. Broke his hands. But once you're on the rubber, you can't break your hands. Eat it. That is a ball. If that's what he did, I didn't see it. 4-1. Runners move up to second and third. Chandler Barb, leadoff hitter, in the dirt for a ball. I'll say this for Marshfield's base runners, they've done a really good job today when they're at third base of picking up the ball. If the ball is in the dirt or past the catcher, they are gone. They're headed home. They get a good secondary lead. Ground ball down the third base side, foul, well foul. All runners take a lead off of the base they're on, but that secondary lead is a big thing because you can take a couple more strides on the pitch and be much closer to where you're headed. In the dirt for a ball, Sawyer Reed with a block. The infield comes in with one out. Next pitch, ground to third, foul. I think 95% of the baseballs that Marshfield hitters have hit foul today have been pulled. Very, very few have been hit the opposite way. Right-hand batter stands in again, ready to go, second and third, and the infield in the pitch in the dirt for ball 4.
Let's go, Sue. Number 6, Case Steinbach.
Now, Case Steinbach comes up. He is single, struck out, and lined out to second.
Back at you, go home.
One out. Something on the ground would be great here. A strikeout would be better. Pitch in the dirt, knocked down by Reed. Good play. And ball 1. 3 runners in the inning. All 3 on walks. They almost always score. Strike call. Good pitch by Ian Cunningham at the knees on the inside part. 1-1. Gay Steinbach, 1 for 3, waits. Ground ball up the middle. That's Philadelphia, a double play. Step on for 1, and no play at first because Landon Montgomery missed the bag at second. So our run scores. He had to stop, go back, and step on. That'd been a double play easy.
Hey, good job, Ian.
So it turns out to be
Number 1.
A fielder's choice. Run batted in from Steinbach. And it's first and third. So, with that, that'll bring up the pitcher, Carson Adams. First and third, runner goes. Pitch, strike call, throw to second is going to be cut off by the pitcher instead. 5-1, 2 out. Adams could put an exclamation mark on this inning right here. Ian pitches in the dirt. Again, Sawyer Reed blocks the pitch. Off the stretch again, the pitch comes home. Down ball, chop foul down the first baseline. This game is an hour and 50 minutes old. We are in the top of the sixth. Off the stretch, runners lead in the next pitch. Popped up, foul down third baseline. That's going to be near the dugout. Did Camden catch? Oh, no, he didn't. He ran into the fence and dropped the ball. No, he had it for a second. Well, it wasn't like he didn't have a whole bunch of people down there in his dugout to tell him. He got 5 feet, 2 feet, one bang. He did. He went into it. He went into it pretty hard. I think Vince Beam's down there checking him out, making sure he's okay. So as he kind of gathers himself down there, he's still sitting. James Sharp is ready to hand him his cap when he's ready to go again. I wonder what he was doing. Jim says he's tying his shoe. Okay. He has his faculties enough to tie his shoe. He is good enough to play baseball. I mean, he really hit the fence. He really hit the fence pretty solid over there. Camden sold out trying to make the play, but didn't come up with it. So he's back to his position, and we're ready to go again. Sawyer Reed gets back behind the plate. Ian Cunningham on the mound. That was a really good effort by Camden Bryant a while ago. He couldn't make the play, but you got to applaud the effort on his part. Now, with a 1-2 count and 2 out. Second and third of the pitch. Ball will hit the air, high, shallow left field. Over, it's Landon Montgomery. He has it for the out, and that's it. For the Jays. In the inning, though, they get one more run. So we go now to the bottom of the sixth, and it's Marshfield up 5-1, back in 90 on the Fox.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
This is Damon at TLG Peterbilt, Willow Springs. We supply parts for all makes of trucks and trailers to get you back on the road quickly as possible. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Find us on Highway 60 in Willow Springs or online at tlgtrucks.com for fast, friendly service to get you back on the road in no time. TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need, such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair? You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 1098 Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
It's West Plains Zizzer Baseball.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
Gannon and Bryant will come up to lead off the inning for West Plains. We're behind 5-1 in the sixth here at Zizzer Ballpark today. And the first pitch from Carson Adams comes home. Foul back, strike one. So Carson Adams, who for the most part today has stayed ahead of the hitters, and that's made him tough. Outside, 1-1. And the next pitch, a little low. West Plains has scored 1 run today on 4 base hits. Popped up. Right in front of home plate. Catcher in foul ground moves over and has it for the out. Camden Bryant fouls out to the catcher. That is a lot harder play than what you might think. You see these pop-ups go 10 miles high and come straight down. That is a very hard play for the catcher to make there right around the plate. Pitch is in there for a strike, strike one. Marshfield now with a 5-1 lead. The pitch, Adams, and fouled back by Keenan Holloway. So he's behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Landon Montgomery will bat after Keenan does something here with 1 out. Curveball, swing and a miss. Really good pitch for the strikeout. Carson Adams has not struck out a lot of guys today. I've got him for 5. 5 strikeouts for the pitcher, Carson Adams. And Landon Montgomery hit, swing and a miss, strike one. Today, so far, Landon is 0 for 1. He has walked, check swing, strike call. And Carson Adams with 2 out and an 0-2 count, trying to get out of the inning here, and he does. Strike call on the outside corner. That's it for West Plains in the 6th. They go down 1-2-3, and after 6, 5-1 Marshfield. We're back to 90 on the Fox.
It's time to discover Ashley Mod Max, where your living room meets endless styles. Hi, this is Anna. Create limitless configurations for the perfect setup that fits your space, your style, and your life. Sink into plush, ultra-comfy seating wrapped in high-performance, next-gen Novella stain-resistant fabric. Easy to clean and family-proof. Hawkins Home and Lawn in West Plains or in Mountain Grove.
Hawkins Home and Lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
Need to know weather now on today's hit music 96.9 The Fox.
Hey everybody, Dan in the Weather Center with a weather update. Here's a bit of a spoiler here for you guys out there. If you were tired of rain, the good news is none of that until next week. Tonight's low has taken us down to the lower 40s before tomorrow's high takes us up to around the upper 60s with mostly cloudy skies and a low then in the upper 40s. Friday takes us to the mid 60s with partly cloudy skies, and Saturday is looking pretty similar.
Are you needing to sell your real estate? Seek help today from the professional realtors at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Their agents have decades of combined experience and are experts in all areas of real estate, including commercial real estate, farms, new construction, and of course residential. So if you're looking to sell, turn to Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty in a new location at 740 Kentucky Avenue in West Plains.
This is your station that plays all the hits.
Come on, get ready.
All the hits are here on 96.9 The Fox.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
West Plains will utilize their fifth pitcher of the game. Liam Gray will come in and pitch for West Plains in the top of the seventh.
New pitcher for the Zizzers, number 3, Liam Gray.
5-1 score, Marshfield on top. They'll have the middle of the order up. Hunter Fryman will lead off. He is 0 for 3 today. Takes inside for ball 1. Liam Gray, the fifth pitcher for West Plains today. Liam is a right-hand pitcher, and he's got a little bit of velocity to him. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit hard through the hole into right field for a base hit. First hit of the day for Hunter Fryman. He's at first with nobody out. Now it'll be the 5 hitter in the order, Carter James. He's grounded out, walked, scored, and been hit by a pitch. Shows bunt, takes a strike, runner going, throws a second, sails into center field. The runner stays at second base. I think it'd be fair to say the ball slipped out of Sawyer Reed's hands there. That one was about, 10 feet over the head of Ethan Miller out covering second base. So they don't have to bunt now unless they just want to get the runner to third. And they may still do that. They have a 4-run lead. That fifth run is always highly desired. That way a grand slam maintains your lead. Liam Gray back on. Pitches. Inside and away, inside and away from the catcher to his left. He chases it down. Runner can't move up. Liam Gray pitches again. Ball blasted into left field, right at Josiah Long. Makes a catch, throws a second, and that ball sails. Our infielders are not that tall. That one went over. That's a problem about 7 feet over the head of Ethan Miller at second base. But more importantly, the out is recorded in left field by Josiah Long. 1 out. Easton Curley, the batter. Grounded to the mound, single, scored, and flied to right. Runner goes. Hit strike. Throw to third base, not in time. There was no chance for Liam Gray to throw that runner out. He had a running start at second base. So now that gets that runner to third base, and Marshfield can get a run without the aid of a hit. And they'll be watching at third if this ball gets away at home plate for sure. It's pitch. Ground ball to short. That'll get the run home. Fielded by Landon. Gets throw across in time for the out. 2 out. So a run batted in for second baseman Easton Curley. 2 out, Jason Batke comes up. He's been on base 3 times today. Left-hand hitter waits the pitch. Outside for a ball. Batke singled in the 2nd inning, reached on an error and scored in the 4th, and walked and scored in the 6th. He's got a stolen base today, too. That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Looking ahead for West Plains and their part of the 7th, it'll be the middle of the order. Fastball stayed low for a ball. Nobody on base, 2 out. 6-1 Marshfield. Down and in, ball 4. Braden Jensen will come up. He has struck out twice and reached on a fielder's choice. And the runner at first is a definite threat to steal a base here with 2 out. I'm going in the dirt for a ball. The stretch, they'll check the runner at first in the pitch. Liam Gray with a strike call on the outside corner. Right-hand hitter. All of these Marshfield batters, they really crowd the plate. Here's a pitch in the dirt for a ball. We got hit. So now it's first and second. Dead ball. The ball hit him in the foot, so it's a hit batsman. And the batter will be Keegan Reynolds. So far today, he's doubled, scored, flied out to the, or popped up to the second baseman, and walked. Chance for maybe a big inning for Marshfield. A pitch down and away for a ball. Next pitch from Liam Gray with runners at first and second, top of the 7th, 2 out for Marshfield. A pitch outside for a ball. The catcher and the hitter both wear New Balance. The pitcher wears Nike, and that's Liam Gray. The pitch outside for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Nike is a Greek word. You know that? Means victory. Pitch. And a strike call. Taking on 3-0, but he's not taking now. Top of the order will come up next. Chandler Barb waits. He's been on base 3 times today. Liam Gray pitches on 3-1 to the hitter. Outside, ball 4. We've had a ton of walks in this game. The bases are juiced. Chandler Barb comes up. He has a chance to do some massive damage here. Off the windup, Liam Gray pitches, and he hit him. Hit him on the forearm. Time called, and that'll be it for Liam Gray. As he heads to the dugout, we'll take another long break here, another 2-minute timeout. We're going to have so this will be our 6th pitcher of the ball game. They're going to bring in Landon, I think. Nope. It's not going to be Landon. It's going to be, is that Josiah? Looks like Josiah Long, maybe. Coming in the pitch. So we get the break here, and a timeout on the field to score 7-1, Marshfield. And we're back in 2 minutes on the Fox.
Do you need help living independently? Look no further than Ozark Independent Living in West Plains. Ozark Independent Living provides help with consumer-directed services, where you choose the services you need and the people to help. You are the boss with Ozark Independent Living at 109 8th Avenue in West Plains. 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
If you're a pro or even a do-it-yourselfer, Wind Supply of West Plains is your store. Wind Supply of West Plains is your supply store for A.O. Smith water heaters, Delta faucets, Milwaukee tools, Klein tools, and all the accessories you need to do your plumbing yourself. Find them in West Plains at 1015 Preacher Row Boulevard and online at windsupplyofwestplains.com. Wind Supply of West Plains is for pros like you.
Shrimp Runner Seafood in West Plains, right across from the Civic Center at 109 St. Louis Street. Call ahead or just stop in and pick up fresh Gulf crawfish, fish, and shrimp, shipped in every week. And to make things even better, you've got to check out Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. They're serving up boiled shrimp, crawfish, and crab legs. And wow, it is spectacular. And it's all right here in West Plains. Shrimp Runner Seafood and Shrimp Runner's Boil Barn. Check them out.
Ready to truly unwind? Hi, this is Anna, introducing the Ashley 5Z Recliner, the pinnacle of premium relaxation. Sink into top grain leather that feels like pure luxury. With one-touch power reclining, easy view, adjustable headrest, and zero gravity comfort at your command. This is relaxation redefined. All new at Hawkins Home and Lawn in West Plains or in Mountain Grove.
Hawkins Home and Lawn. Best brands, best service since 67.
It's West Plains Zizzer Baseball.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
So it's 7-1. We're in the top of the seventh inning, and Marshfield at bat. They have 2 out, and the base is loaded, and the batter will be Case Steinbach. He has singled, struck out, popped up to second, reached on a fielder's choice. New pitcher, Josiah Long. And a strike call on the first pitch. Hey, you come in to pitch, and what do you hear on the PA? Wild thing. Seven walks by West Plains pitching today and 2 hit batters. Ball plastered into the left center field gap, and it's overrun as the ball goes through the fence. 2 runs in. Now the third one comes across, and this game is plumb out of hand now. It's 10-1. The ball was overrun in left center field, and it got by the outfielder to the fence, and that cleared the bases. Ball wasn't really touched or misplayed out there. It was misjudged, but it'll go down as a 3-run double. So a good day for Steinbach. He's got 4 runs batted in out of the 10. First pitch, ball 1 high. Carson Adams, the pitcher who's 0 for 4 today. Josiah Long looks home, looks at second, and pitches. Ball hit to right field. That's in for a base hit. Runner rounds third. He's going to come home. Here comes the throw in, and the tag will be far too late. No tag made, in fact. And that makes it 11-1. Go, J-Lo. 11-1, a 6-run 7th inning. And they've batted around. Now we go to Hunter Fryman, who started the inning with a single, and he's 1 for 4. Go to first base, runner back. Brock Benson will pitch run for the Jays at first base. They get the pitcher, Carson Adams, off the bases, and he'll come out and work the bottom of the 7th. Pitch. Outside corner, strike call. Marshfield has led since the 3rd. High for a ball. Tomorrow at Marshfield, the teams will play again. Landon Montgomery will be the starter for West Plains tomorrow. Popped up. On the infield, Keenan Holloway says, my ball, and I got it. He does, and that's it. So 10 hitters come to the plate, and they score 6. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, 11-1, Marshfield, and we're back in 90 seconds on the box.
Do you have assisted devices that you no longer need, such as a wheelchair, a walker, a cane, or shower chair? You can donate it to Ozark Independent Living. They will in turn give it to someone in need. It's local people helping local people. Ozark Independent Living in West Plains at 109 8th Avenue, 417-257-0038.
Your care, your choice, your independence. Ozark Independent Living.
Can I tell you about something cool that happened at Missouri State University West Plains? A few years ago, we had a guy come through the welding program. He was in his 50s, first-generational college student, had never had a professional job. And I asked him, why'd you join the welding program? And he looked right at me and he said, man, I'm tired of being poor. He got certified, he got a job, and for him, this was his pathway to a better life. And I love that. I'm Trevor Cressman, Director of Workforce Development and Community Education at Missouri State West Plains. And this is how we're here for you.
This is Ginger with Miller Satellite and Home Store. If you're needing affordable and reliable internet, then we have a package for you. Give us a call today at 417-255-1972 and ask about our new HughesNet Lite plan for only $49.99 a month with a $10 savings a month for the first 12 months and only a 1-year contract. Once again, that's Miller Satellite and Home Store, 417-255-1972. Or check us out online at millersat.com.
West Plains Zizzer baseball action continues.
On today's hit music, 96.9 The Fox.
Score versus the bottom of the 7th inning. West Plains saw this thing get away in the top of this inning. Marshfield scored 6. Takes a 5-1 game and turned it into a blowout. West Plains still has 3 outs, though, and it'll be Ryan Montgomery leading off. New pitcher is Kobe Rost for Marshfield. Their starter did a very, very good job today. Carson Adams worked the first 6 innings. Gave 1 run, 4 hits. Here's a pitch. High for a ball. Kobe Rost, the right-hand pitcher, and 1 pitch, and we have to have a meeting. Ryan Montgomery, Josiah Long, and Dominic Hale will be the 3 in this inning. And now the umpire has to come out and have a conversation about something. And you can't wear anything on your hands or your wrist. And he's got something on his wrist, on his right hand, on his pitching hand. So that's been a rule for a long, long time. So the friendship bracelet comes off. We're back to play. Pitch way high. Ryan Montgomery at the plate. Line drive, base hit into the left field corner. Ryan hunts around first base, but he'll stay there down by 10, which is the wise thing to do. That is the fifth hit for West Plains. Josiah Long at the plate, 0 for 2, with 2 strikeouts today. It's down and away for a ball. Down deck batter, Dominic Hale. Ball out of the zone, 2-0. Kobe Rost is trying to finish this game up for Marshfield. Outside for a ball, 3-0. Pitches again. Strike call, 3-1. You have the luxury, if you're on the Marshfield side, if Kobe Ross struggles a little bit here, walks a few, gives up a few runs, you've still got a 10-run lead to work with here. Popped up, back, and out of play. Three and one. Down by this much, you might be tempted to take. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, a ball up around his chin, and the throw to second, runner safe. So 1 out. And that brings up Dominic Hale. Pitch. Curveball. That ball's hit well into center. Center fielder has to go back. Makes the catch. Spins. Makes a good throw. Oh, a high throw. And that ball goes into the West Plains dugout. And that should be a run, and it is. Ball went out of play on the throw from center field to third base. That wasn't even close. So a throwing error on the center fielder allows West Plains to get their second run. It's 11-2 with 2 out. Camden Ernst the batter. Down and in for ball 1. Off the pitch, off the windup, the next pitch. Ground ball toward third, and that ball fielded cleanly. That should do it. Throw to first, and that's it. Marshfield wins it by a final score of 11-2. The Jays with 11 runs in the game and 7 base hits. West Plains pitching has been better. They walked 7 today and hit 2. And West Plains went through 6 pitchers, but Marshfield ends up with a win. Final score of 11-2. So that'll do it for this one. West Plains goes to 11-13. Marshfield goes up to 18-8. Next game for the Zizzers will be here, and that'll be, next game for the Zizzers will be on the road against this same team in Marshfield tomorrow. Again, the final score, thanks to Jim Lambert doing the video here and providing that. Dylan Groves in the studio. I'm Harlan Hutchison. Final score again. Marshfield 11, West Plains 2. So long from the Zizzer Ballpark.
West Plains Zizzer Baseball is brought to you by Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, TLG Peterbilt, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply of West Plains, Goebel's Collision Repair.